Today we're going to be using the clinical knowledge graph, or CKG, to surface which proteins are most important within a given protein complex, and then see which biological processes are being impacted by those most influential proteins. And with that, let's dive right in. I'm going to start by looking up my complex in question. And now let's expand the proteins for this complex to see what our interaction network looks like. So here we can see a number of proteins, and there's quite a bit of chaos to our visualization. So let's put some order to that chaos using some graph data science algorithms. I'm going to add a style to my proteins. Let's base it on the size of the protein to help those most influential proteins stand out. And I'm going to select my pageRank attribute, which I've calculated previously and written to my database so that Hume will have access to it. I'm going to have it be relative to my visualization rather than globally across my whole database to keep things in context to what I'm seeing on the screen. And I'm even going to increase my size multiplier a bit so that those most influential proteins really stand out. Let's add our rule. And now we can see just that. Our most influential proteins stand out like a sore thumb, which is incredibly useful when we have a large chaotic visualization and we're trying to understand what we need to keep our focus on. Let's select those proteins and take a look at what processes they might be impacting. I'll clear out the rest of my visualization. And now we have a much simpler picture of our most influential proteins. I'll select all of those proteins and use my processes action to see which biological processes they're affecting. So here we can see they're impacting our RNA processing, translation, and a number of other biological processes. And this can be incredibly useful when we're trying to do something like targeted drug discovery for potentially one of these processes. So I hope this has been a useful insight in how to use your graph data science algorithms in order to help filter and clean up your visualizations. I encourage you to think about what other visualizations and algorithms could be enhanced with the combination of the two. I look forward to seeing what you do.